So in today's video, we will see what are the duties of a wife according to Hindu scriptures. So if you read Devi Bhagavatam, it says the eternal dharma of women is to serve their husbands, whether the husband be a saint or a sinner. The woman desirous of her welfare should serve her husband in every way. Then if you read Manusmriti, it says no sacrifice, no vow, no fast must be performed by women apart from their husbands. If a wife obeys her husband, she will for that reason alone be exalted in heaven. A faithful wife who desires to dwell after death with her husband must never do anything that might displease him who took her hand, whether he be alive or dead. Then if you read Bodhayana Dharma Shastra, it says, those women who strive to do what is agreeable to their husbands will gain heaven. Then in Garuda Purana, it is mentioned that highest duty of a woman is to carry out the behest of her husband. 16 nights subsequent to the month menstrual flow are the nights of Rat for women. The husband shall restrain himself during the Parvan, which is full moon and new moon days, when the stars Magha and Mula are ascendant, and on the first 4 nights. Thereafter, on even nights, he will be able to beget a healthy son of auspicious traits. If the woman is in a mood to receive him on any night, he should satisfy her, remembering that lust in woman is terrible. Then if you read Devi Bhagavatam, it says, the women are able to attain heaven and emancipation if they serve their husbands. Then we'll move to Mahabharata, which is one of the very famous scriptures of Hinduism. It is mentioned in Mahabharata as women have one eternal duty in this world, viz. Dependence upon and obedient service to their husbands. Even so is the service to Brahmins our eternal duty and end. Then if you read Narada Purana, it says if out of wickedness a woman does not render physical service to her husband, she must be punished by abandoning her for 12 years without giving her financial assistance. Further, if you read Hindu scriptures, you will be shocked to know that Hindu scripture says that a wife should stick to husband even if the husband is foolish, devoid of qualities, beats her, and is impotent, etc. If you read Manusmriti, it is mentioned, though destitute of virtue or seeking pleasure elsewhere or devoid of good qualities, yet a husband must be constantly worshipped as a god by a faithful wife. If you read Skanda Purana, it says even if the husband is poor, fallen, foolish, or wretched, he is the refuge unto his wife. By abandoning him, a woman falls into hell. Then if you further read Skanda Purana, it says, the duties of chaste women have been enumerated by sage Vyasa. She takes food after the husband has taken food. When he stands, she stands up together. She goes to bed after he has gone to sleep and gets up before him. She does not speak out of the name of her husband in order to give him long life. She never mentions the name of another man too. Even when dragged by him, she does not cry aloud. Even if she is beaten by him, she continues to be gracious. When he says, do this, she replies, my lord, be assured that it is done. When she is called, she leaves off the work on hand and goes to him quickly and says, wherefore, O Lord, have I been called? Be pleased to tell me that. She partakes of the leavings of her husband's food, fruit, etc. liked by him. She completely avoids watching community festivals, etc. if he is not accompanying her. She should not exhibit bold willfulness in anything except sexual dalliance. She should always express her interest and delight whenever her husband shows his interest. She should never transgress the words of her husband. She should never stray from her husband even if he is impotent, miserably placed, sickly, senile, infirm, or unsteady. If a woman transgresses the injunction of her husband and performs holy rites, fast, and other observances, she takes away the longevity of her husband. After her death, she falls into a hell. A hot-tempered woman who, when addressed, gives rude reply, is reborn as a bitch in a village or as a vixen in a desolate forest. This is said to be the greatest and only sacred observance of women, that they should resolve to take their food only after worshipping the feet of their husband. A chaste woman should not occupy a seat higher than that of her husband. On being struck, if she were to strike back, she is reborn as a tigress or a cat. She who sets aside her husband and partakes of sweet dishes alone is reborn in a village as a female pig or a bat feeding off feces. Then, if you read Devi Bhagavatam, it mentions how women are punished if they don't obey their husbands and uses harsh words against them. It says if any woman, being very furious with anger, chastises and uses harsh words to her husband, she goes to Ulkamukha Kunda for as many years as there are hairs on his body. My servants put fiery meteors or torches in her mouth and beat on her head. At the end of the term, she becomes a human being, but she has to bear the torments of widowhood for 7 births. Then she is again born as diseased. When at last she gets herself freed, the Brahmana woman enjoyed by a Sudra goes to the terrible dark Andhagupa hell, where she remains day and night, immersed in the impure water, and eats that for 14 Indra's life periods. Her pains are unbounded, and my messengers beat her severely and incessantly. So you can see from all these verses from Hindu scriptures how a wife should be treated by her husband and what are the punishments to be given to her in case she disobeys her husband. This is quite horrible, and may Allah protect us and guide us all. That's all from this video. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.